Hi guys, this is Crossy of Eclipse Gaming TV and welcome to part 9 of my lower league to Champions League challenge with Dover Athletic on Football Manager 2014. So, still very early stages of the season, but as you can see as I go into the fixtures, things aren't going too well. We've had a draw and a loss in our last two games against Hazen Yedding and Whitehawk. And as Dover sit in 8th place in the table, I've got a few problems early on. Can't really strengthen because we are just a fraction, 64 whole pounds a week above the wage budget. I can't go and release players really because we've got issues with squad depth. We signed about the only Brazilian that can't play football. That's apart from Lucas, I guess, but he seems to be the other exception to the rule. That is Alex Adira, our 33-year-old journeyman Brazilian striker, who's been filling in a fair amount in midfield due to fitness and injury problems, to be fair to him. But he seems to like smacking balls off the crossbar rather than actually burying them in the back of the net. So he's yet to score his first goal, and as you can see from his average rating of 6.5, he needs to start stepping up his performances quite sharpish. And another problem we've got is that Elliot Charles seems to be our main goal threat. If that's your point, then, or if that's your main striker, then you seriously have to worry about your chances going forward. So we've got Farnborough coming up in 7 days' time. Due to my wage issues, there was a left back I was trying to pick up that I've asked the board to try and negotiate for me and see if they can scrape the funds together. Not sure how well that's going to work for me. So we'll just click through and should be able to get fairly quickly to this game against Farnborough. Lloyd Harrington is back, so he's sort of my cover at left back at the moment. Probably not going to find himself earning a spot in the first team for the time being. And I will get there as soon as I can. I did promise that I'd let you guys see every single click that I make on the game. I've already broken that in part 8 as I've skipped through and tried to make a signing or two to try and improve our chances. Probably should have done that here and skipped through to the actual game, so apologies for that. I think what might be a plan once I get through this is we'll have a bit of a look at who the top scorers are in the league so far. Sure, with my £5,000 transfer budget I've got, I won't be able to prize them away from whatever team they're at, but maybe if I see what sort of scores they're on, I won't feel quite so bad about Elliot Charles being our star striker at the moment. Loan offers made for Manchester United's Makoda. Yeah, that would be a pretty decent signing. I think he'd have a few goals in him at the non-league level, but I'd better stop dreaming. Okay, I think I'll leave this to tick on because it's taking its sweet time. So, let's have a little bit of a look at the Scroll South, how things are going so far. So, that's a season preview. Right, so I need to see stats, players. Right, so, average ratings, Graham Montgomery, 8.23 for Boreham Wood. 25-year-old midfielder, and then let's see, top scorer Nathaniel Pinney for Tunbridge. So surprisingly, it's not Franny Collin that's up top of the goal scoring charts for Tunbridge. It's Nathaniel Pinney. Interesting one. Cliff Akerang was offered to me as a potential signing. Didn't have the budget for him though. Ben May, ex-Dover player. Sitting there on 4 goals, and Dean Rance 4 assists for Ebbsfleet. He's a player I would have definitely have liked to have kept around, but unfortunately for these guys, it all comes down to the money. And as we can see here, Dean Rance isn't spending that much time on the bench, or if he is, he's banging in plenty of assists for his teammates. And I see Ruiz, the ex-Dover goalkeeper down there from a couple of seasons ago. Joint first with 3 clean sheets. So let's see if we can get to this Farnborough game sooner rather than later. Yeah, this is moving along a little quicker now. Let's see, this fullback. Good score south left back. Nah. By the time he develops, will hopefully be well and truly out of the league and not having to worry about it. That's the hope anyway, but the way things have been going so far, not too sure that's going to happen. Just out of interest, actually, I'm going to have a look at the English Premier Division and just see who's made some half-decent starts. So in this game, Manchester United have got 3 wins out of 3. So David Moyes seems to have started a little better in Football Manager standards than he did in real life, but never mind. Everton are my sort of adopted Premiership team, if you like. Was pretty gutted to see David Moyes disappear after best part of 10 years, but it seems like our fortunes are going pretty well under Martinez, so I won't complain too much. Look, so I've gone for a quick pick just to throw some players in there and see what we got here. So Sean Ragger gets a chance at centre-back. Yeah, I'm fairly comfortable with doing that. Really wanted to have Stone and Kogan as my midfield partnership, but Kogan's having to push around to the wings to cover as much as possible. I think what I might do here, tempted to put Modeste in, but on balance, Sadira has got to be due a goal at some point, so we'll leave him in. Actually, I think what I'll do, I'll stick Adamola back on the left wing because he did a job there and nipped into the box and managed to score one. And I think he put one in the... Yeah, he scored one and caused a lot of trouble in one of the recent games, so we'll go with that. Nathan Elder got a few fitness issues. I think we'll go with that. I think we'll go with that because I can always push Adamola up front. So let's give this a go. And let's take more attacking formations. So push these guys up into attacking midfield roles. Got the attacking mentality, which is something I promised would be my philosophy right at the start of the season. Very attacking team away from home. So we take on Farnborough, but we need them points. So let's get to it. I like this Dover side and believe they should be able to secure a win against Farnborough today. So Nigel Lee from 442.com has got our back. But it seems like the odds aren't quite in our favour at 7-4. And I was saying we're in a bit of trouble down there at 8th, but we are only 4 points away from the top. A win for Dover could see them move second. Unlikely, but it is definitely possible. So let's get on to this team talk. I think we should encourage the team. I agree with that. So let's do it. And let's get underway. Didn't expect Michael Kamara would be getting so many games at right back, but it seems that's the way things have gone. I know I've said my philosophy was to develop young players moving forward, so I guess having him in there playing a lot of football is counting towards that. It's also a bit of a sign of my depth issues. Bit of easy catching practice for Mitch Walker, so he's got a bit of a touch on the ball. Adamola tried to flick one on, no such luck there. Something I'm noticing is a bit of a pattern, just on Football Manager as a whole, not just with Dover, is that the teams, as Sadira blazes wide, that is a golden opportunity, he should be tucking that away, but he hasn't. Oh dear, he's not been the stellar signing I was hoping he was going to be. But yeah, anyway, something I've noticed on Football Manager is that in a couple of the games that I've played through, holding possession for my teams has been a major issue, and I tend to play the same kind of style, the same sort of formation. So maybe there's something I'm not quite doing right there, because we have struggled to get on the ball and keep hold of it. As we can see here, Farnborough charging straight at us, and that's far too easy. Keep getting beaten at the far post with the balls just looping over the top. So a lot of problems that we need to try and rectify here, and we just can't create anything because we can't get hold of the football to have that opportunity. So here we go. Sadira's got the chance, pushes through. Carew finishes off as the keeper parries. So first goal of the season for Carew, 1-1, and there's plenty of chances to come back into this. Then when we do get the chance for some possession. Nice attempt from Sadira. Should have buried that, I would have liked, but drew a parry from the keeper, and we've gone on and scored. And really? Fabulous strike from Donnelly. Well, where is the wall? Wall's nowhere near that. He's just gone and blasted that straight in past him. I mean, that's... I get the feeling real life Mitch Walker wouldn't have been beaten by that, but this isn't real life. This is Football Manager, and... seems to be as frustrating, if not more frustrating, than the real-life version at times. Craig Stone had a double effort there from the free kick and then the rebound off the wall. So things just aren't going our way at the moment. Sadira with another opportunity. Blast one from absolute country mile away. That was ambitious, to say the least. At least he's not short of confidence, the lad, but certainly short of quality at the moment. I'd like to say I could push Adamola up and try that, but he's got finishing issues of his own from what we've seen in previous games. I guess the one good thing I can say about this is, unlike one game that I did go up and see an away tie at Farnborough when Dover got wiped 5-1. It's not been that bad so far. At least we're looking half competitive and in the game still. Nice ball to Adamola, and he blasts it in. Keeper got a foot on that, I think. He tried to stop it with his foot, and it's just rolled straight under by the looks of it. So... not exactly stellar goalkeeping, this one. Or did it take a deflection? No, definitely not. And yeah, he's just got a hand to it and deflected it straight into his own net, pretty much. So so you just got to blast it at these goalkeepers in the non-league, and you can pretty much get a goal out of it. It's a little bit unrealistic, I'd say. Sadira gets himself into a great position, goes in, and that's his first goal of the season. Get in. Better late than ever, and that brings us 3-2 and ahead on the stroke of half-time. What a ball from Elliot Charles. Brilliant vision. He scores when he wants, and he sets them up as well, and that's a tidy little finish into the top part of the net. Fair enough, and we have been waiting a long time to see Sadira slot one into the back of the net. So maybe our fortunes are turning around here. There's plenty of goals in this Dover side, it seems like, when we want it. Just a little bit leaky at the back. Kumara goes for the foul. Probably a good idea. Good opportunity for that guy to keep driving on. Now Craig Stone got a bit of room in midfield. What's he going to do with it? He's off to Kogan. Good bit of build-up play. Sadira has been... very good in this game. Always been involved in the play. Had a few chances. Maybe should have slotted one or two of those more away. But never mind. We do have the lead at the moment. But it's just too easy. Those balls into the box seem to be finding yellow shirts rather than white ones. Not too sure what I can really do about that, to be honest. Other than consider making a change or trying to make a signing, but there's just no room in the wage budget at the moment. Oh, seriously? I need to start getting my boots on and playing in the Skrill South if the defending's this poor, because we are just giving them way too many opportunities. 6-goal thriller already this game. Next goal could seal it. Elliot Charles with a flick on. Oh, nearly. Very, very nearly. Slightly softer touch, and I think we could have been in on goal there. Sean Raggy gets in with the clearance. Elliot Charles flicks out to Carew on the wide. Kamara and Winter are having terrible games between them. Let's see if I can do anything to mix that up. I'll throw Milton on for Kamara, get our 19-year-old lad on there. He's moved around quite a lot as Harry Milton. Thought he'd be an occasional player at defensive midfield, but he's got a fair amount of football. Filled in central midfield and at centre-back at one game and did alright. So he could be a bit of a utility player for him. Got him thrown in at right back. Barry Cogan gets a chance in the box and blazes over and puts it into row Z. Judging by the size of that stand, it probably only goes up to row K, but you know what I mean. Tom Winter isn't having the best game of his life. It just popped up. Yeah, I've noticed. Cheers for that. And Milton makes a nice little challenge there. Gives the ball away, which is disappointing. Maybe tried to do a bit too much, but Terrell Forbes, beast in the centre-back position. And finally we managed to cut out that ball. Otherwise Connolly could have quite happily slotted that into the top corner. Oh, and he's done it anyway. Oh, wow. This is quite frustrating to watch, I have to admit. This has been entertaining for the neutral, eh? Seems like whenever we get ourselves into the game, just go and throw it away with poor defending. Elliot Charles straight through. He's put these away before, and he has. Get in. He really does score when he wants, this Elliot Charles lad. And that's in the league as well, not in the Kent Senior Cup. Tidy finish here. Keeper comes out. Charles sees him, slots it in. Left-footed. Nice and casual. He's played this game before, this lad. Now, if we can go on and engineer a win out of this... Oh, any chance on goal, and they're just slotting it into the back of the net. It's way too easy. This is ridiculous. Can I get some players that could defend in my team, please? Can someone just recommend me defenders that actually know how to defend in Football Manager at the lower leagues? Because I really need to get some of those in my life right now. This is shocking. We should not be conceding 5 goals. We shouldn't be conceding 3 goals. And virtually all of them haven't been from Farnborough skill. It's just from ridiculous defending. Like, just letting him walk into the box like that. Come on, guys. Let's think about this. I'm going to have to work some magic. I don't know what magic I can work, to be honest. But I'm going to have to think of something. Because this is just not good. And it's happening all the time. Hopeful ball up from Cogan. That's a waste. And with about 10 seconds left to go in the game, I think we've lost this one. Did not deserve... Oh, and Mitch Walker catches that one. That was a shoo-in for the 6th goal. So it could have been a whole lot worse. Let the team know the performance was disappointing. Yeah, I have to. Adam O'Reilly and Charles looked fairly demotivated by that. And they did have good games, to be fair to them. So I will have a little chat to these two and say well done. So that's worked. And then that's just angered other players. Oh, you can't win. So, after that fairly disappointing result, shall we say. That is the end of this part. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And any comments that you've got for how I can fix my defensive frailties, then please drop those in the comment section below, and I will be very grateful. Maybe we can turn this season around.